All right. Hello, and welcome back. And welcome back to my jungle. Not much going on, really. Just doing a watering day, of course. What else would I be doing on the weekend? Well, I have a lot of things to do, but yeah, that's what I'm doing most weekends in the summer while my orchids are outside creating my jungle. But today is a special weekend. It's the June solstice, which starts this afternoon at about 5:45 my time. But anyway, it marks the official beginning of summer in the northern hemisphere, occurring when the Earth arrives at the point in its orbit where the North Pole is at its maximum tilt towards the sun, maximum angle about 23.5 degrees approximately, resulting in the longest day and the shortest night of the calendar year. And when I say long day, I mean, hey Todd, good to see you. But anyway, when I mean long day, I mean longest period of sunlight. Um, Also, in contrast, the solstice in the summer southern hemisphere is when the sun is at its lowest point, marking the start of winter. Now, the word solstice comes from solstitium, which is a Latin word meaning soul, and stitium, which means steel. Sol, of course, means sun, reflecting the fact that during the solstice, the sun actually appears to stop moving in the sky as it reaches that, furthest northernmost point in the sky. And after the solstice, actually, the sun appears to reverse course and head back in the opposite direction. Now, the motion referred to what I'm referring to here is the apparent path of the sun when one views its position in the sky at the same time each day. But over the year, its path forms a sort of flattened figure eight. And of course, the sun isn't moving at all. So, but anyway, and also this weekend is a special weekend, summer solstice, but it's also an annual solar eclipse. And it actually occurs on the weekend of the solstice, begins just before midnight. And these annual eclipses are very similar to the solar eclipse, annular eclipse, I mean, but instead of covering the sun completely, in an annular eclipse, creates a ring of fire or an annulus around the rim so it doesn't completely uh, cover the sun, leaves a little bit of a ring. But unfortunately, the eclipse isn't visible from North America this year, but hence it is a special day today on two accounts. And as I've been saying, yeah, huh. I know when I lived in Seattle, in Fremont area, the district there in Seattle, they have a solstice parade on this day, and um, it's I think the parade is all nude for the most part, or various stages of dress, but mostly nude. Trying to see what these nubbins are doing. But yeah, big day today. Unfortunately, it's not visible. Hopefully, everyone is having a good weekend. It's not as hot as it was yesterday here. Going to be getting more blooms on that, which is great, great, great. And of course, that's my Guariente. Hey, Fernanda, good to see you. I am just in between watering here. I got my I ran out of my fertilizer today, my grow fertilizer. I use grow in the summer and then I use bloom in the winter of General Hydroponics. And I ordered it earlier in the week. I ordered a big tub of it. I don't know where it is, but and it's just coming from Maryland. But I am using Peters now, and I'm happy with that. Root is getting little bigger, and maybe it'll push forward with a new growth soon. That's my Nindy. And this one right here is doing the same. It's got roots. Yeah, well, I probably do have 20, but what this was an acid loving, and I only used it at half strength. So I only used about 2 tablespoons in here. So it's different, but I also added my kelp that I use and some Epsom salts. And I had to add some lemon. Actually, I had to add some lemon to get the pH up to 5.8, 5.9. So then I added my CalMag. But yeah, it is Peters. Got that blue tint to it. And so it's a slow watering day. Soaking. Haven't seen any growth on or any roots on this dendrobium, which is Gerald McGrath. But my divisions of it that I got from that plant, there are roots. And I guess I'm not seeing any roots on this one yet, but it still is, it looks pretty nice and healthy. So yeah, got that spike to be coming, got that. I'm really liking the way that the roots are all over my mounts. These are just newly mounted over the winter. And there's more roots. So yeah. Let me go back here. You know, I'm looking at my angraecums that are up here, and they look pretty beat up, but this one is doing okay. Of course, this is the one that is newly repotted in this, and I think it looks a little bit better since I moved it. A little bit better. And on this angraecum right here, I saw that root right there peeking out. You see that root? This is Angraecum grandolina. They are expensive roots. And I started digging around in that one and I found more roots. But I also, you know, this is a brand new Magdaleni right here that I got. And I started digging around in this pot looking for roots. And you can see those roots right there. And even on this side. So that's why it is giving me a new leaf, which is good. But it's got nice roots. Yeah, it's just cut up cork. I find that it likes it because it keeps a bit of moisture there, and it came with this cork on it. I have not repotted it yet, but now that I know what it likes, it'll be easy for me to do. So, yeah, and this is my Dendrobium discolor right here, and it's got nice roots coming out. No new growth yet, but it's got some nice roots. So really happy with the way that those are looking. Still got those buds back there. On that Vesavala, that's not that plant. That's Golden Tang. That's Golden Tang. What else? Over this way. That's looking really nice. And oh yeah, this is back over here. This is finally popped. My raniferum. Finally, I'm gonna get some fragrant blooms. Finally. So I'm very, very happy with that. Nothing else really going over here. This is my Wallisii Nemoria. That's the tag, and it's got some growths that are coming up. But my original Nemorisi that I've had for a couple of years, I just watered it. And this is not a weak plant. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is not a weak plant. I'll say that again. I got it with this, and it put up this new growth. And now it's putting up this new growth. And something over here smells. Oh, it's this. But when I tilt it out of the pot, you can see the roots. So I almost think this plant might be a little bit healthier than the big one over there, even though this is smaller. And I believe this growth is still pushing out because you can see it's starting to, the different color in the leaves. So I had thought that it was maturing, but I think it started to push out a little bit more. Maybe it's going to continue to grow this growth. But in any event, those roots are very impressive to me. And they go down into the, it's just in some tree fern, chopped pieces of tree fern. So it's just very loose in there. There's nothing really holding it in there. So yeah, I think this is the healthier plant. Even though that one back there is bigger, appears to be bigger. This is my Laelia anceps. Oops. And it's got those two nice new growths, and there's another one over there. So maybe I'll get more than one spike this year, maybe for the first time. We'll see. This is something that I want to talk about. Now, this is my Cimbadella rhodocilea. And, you know, I want to believe these are new growths. But the more that I look at the cane or the growth, I mean, you can see, although, is that a root? This part right here, well, I guess this is a bulbous sort of pseudobulb, These are pseudobulbs. And so this could be the beginning of a pseudobulb, and then it's just going to produce the fans. Um, but it just gives me the impression in this area that it's like more of a spike. And there's another one that's coming out there. And I found another one that's just beginning to develop. And these all could be new growths, and that's fine with me. There's another one popping out somewhere. There it is down there. So, but yeah, that is the growth habit of that plant, but I've never seen it. I've seen it when in my previous ones it's grown more like it's come out more like a phragmipedium or like a paphiopedilum where the leaves come out one after the other. It gets anyway. We will see. We will see what happens, but I'm very happy to see the growth of the plant, regardless. And this is something else that is starting to. I had said that this was the first start of the blooms, and I know that I found another spike. Yeah, there's another spike right there that's starting to develop on that same cane. So there will be more that I will find as time goes on these old canes, not the new canes, because these are probably 2-year-old canes. See, like this is putting up a kiki. So probably over time there will be a spike. Okay, let me see. Let me walk in here for just 1 second. Oh, I wanted to. I'm wondering what this is. Now, this is. Here's the tag. Dendrobium Velvet Melody Winter Wine. So, this is that plant. And this plant right here is the same plant. But on this plant, on these old canes, if you look, I'm going to turn the plant around. What would that be? Are those spikes? Are they kikis? I guess I'll just have to wait and see. I would be betting that it's a kiki because this plant really has not put out any roots, any new growth since I got it. So maybe it's trying to save itself by putting out a couple kikis. As long as it comes with roots, that'll be great. Although I've got another I disagree, Fernanda. I think that Spanish wines and Portuguese wines are nowadays they are very recognized, and that's coming from a wino. Trust me, I've been in Italy and have been recommended Spanish wines, and I've been in Italy and have been recommended Portuguese wines. So, especially the Douro. So, I would disagree with you on that one. Those wines in Spain and Portuguese are coming up and up, kind of like how Sicilian wines. So, just my opinion, just to put my input in there on wine. But this here's another. Where's it at now? Jeez. Now I don't know what I'm looking for. It's not this plant. Here we go. No, that's not it. Now I'm missing a plant. Um. Well, I have another Velvet Melody that is putting up a new growth, and I know that it is. Here it is down here. It goes up here. It goes down here actually. Yeah. So this plant, it's putting up that new growth. This is the only one that's done something, but no blooms. I mean, I wish it would. This would be, I mean, I lust after these blooms. I lust after them. I could have three of them. Three of them. Three. And not a one has bloomed. So sad. So sad. Okay, let's walk in here for 1 second. Because it is, let's see. All right. And of course, this flower is still going strong. Hey, Denise, you made it. You made it. Beautiful Phalaenopsis. Still losing more leaves. Maybe, I don't know. It must be hot. Must be too hot. I have to handle that. And this is still such a, I mean, how long has that been in bloom for me? And I've got more flowers coming. Long time. And this is gonna bloom for me soon. My, of course, you all know it's my Vitaly Limelight. And that's really nice. And of course, that color on this is just so rich on my Guatemalensis, the OJ. But there must have been a bug or something in here overnight, because you can see how the flowers are damaged right here. Doesn't that look like a slug? I don't know. Maybe not. Or some kind of an insect. Good thing they left me some, though. And this is getting ever more quirky. I just love how it's zigzag, and then it's and then it's down, and then it's up, and then it's down, and then it's up. It's weird. Todd, did you see this? I've been meaning to show you this. I discovered this yesterday. Crazy. And Cistrocylus rothschildianum. It's a dried up piece of mess, and then it's got that little, but it's alive. It's alive, whatever. Okay. There's really nothing going on back down here. Not really. Oops. I mounted my Herrera recticola. It was in a pot that didn't have any media in it, just bare root. It got daily water, but it needed more, and it probably needs a little bit of a fungus spray. I give it because it gets so tiny, it gets a lot of water, and water sits on the leaves, and so it's really susceptible to fungus, and that'll do it in. Same with these Arangus. Leaf coming, and even this one, even though it lost its spikes, it's putting out a new leaf for me, so I am very happy. Pretty soon we'll see those buds. I still got to water this. This is my Dimorphorchis lowii. That is doing pretty good. It gets water every day. But that's pretty much it for in here, although I am going to be getting some more flowers on my uh, epidendrum here. This is the newest spike. I've already showed it to you. And it's got those flower buds right there. And this is a previous bloom spike with the flower buds right there. So yeah, and there's another growth right down there. Coolio. This Phalaenopsis that I left for dead, that is a rescue. You can see the leaf still poking out more, and as I go up the spike, it's just trying so hard. So I'm waiting on this one. This is the other replacement for it to bloom. It's got the spikes on it. I thank you all for joining my live. I am really proud of my Phalaenopsis wall. I really am. I'm going to do a video really soon on, it's just going to be on species Phalaenopsis, because probably before summer's over, I will have every species Phalaenopsis that I want. I only have 2 more left to get on my list. Well, 3. I need a really good Gigantea, which, but I also want to get a couple. I need to get a. Now I can't think of it. Now I can't think of the ones that I want to get. So I will share all this and do a video on how I care for them, and because I think they're all doing well. They've all got new leaves coming. Well, besides this one that's new, but not new, but it's newly potted in that. But this is my Marii that's got a new leaf. That's got a new leaf. I mean, they've all got new leaves coming. Even my Stewartiana, my Schilleriana is doing excellent. This is my Corner Cervi, the Fantastic, the one that I complained about to Norman's. You know, I chopped the bottom part of the plant and potted it deeper, or potted it more flush to the soil, and it had that spike on it. I'm just hoping that these roots, I hope the plant takes and I don't lose that plant. But yeah, I got new leaf there, nice roots there. This is another species that I got. So I am really loving my Phalaenopsis. This was a gift given to me, Equestris. But yeah, this is my Venosa that's got a new leaf coming. Nice roots. It really is the best. What's this right here? Oh, this is another Corner Cervi. That's another Corner Cervi up here. But yeah, and this of course is my Bastianii, which and actually I spoke too soon, because there is a new leaf coming at the top. And that wasn't there before I opened up my fat mouth. Because I was going to say, and I see a new leaf, then I'm going to cut this Kiki off and plant it up. And then this will go on my division list for someone to get. This needs to be in a pot. These roots need to be gathered and put in a pot. And I won't do it today. I suppose I could do it, but I'm not going to do it right now. But that's pretty much what I'll just do. But yeah, oh shit, did I just break it off? No, but I'm not. I'm going to let go of it. I think I just broke the spike off from there. Anyway, I'm not touching it anymore. But that's a good sign that there's a new leaf coming out. Yay! Yay! And this is from the orchid trail, of course. So yeah, and I'm not gonna cry even if I do break this spike off, because I'm going to cut that kick. Yeah, look. See, I spoke too damn soon. So, okay, this will be in something next time I'm on a live, or next time I make a video. Maybe I'll just do the video. I'll just figure it out. Not a biggie. It's pretty simple. Just wrap the sphagnum around the roots and plop it in a pot with some drainage in the bottom. That's yeah, it's ready now. And hopefully I'll be able to save the spikes. That would be a very nice that'll be a very nice plant for somebody. Anywho, I'll deal with that another time. And this is coming along nicely. It's my area spicata that's gonna be opening up those buds soon. Nice. So yeah, that's pretty much the scoop on things that are happening out here or in here in my space. I think I covered everything. I know I've pointed this out, but even since I've noticed this, those roots have even stretched even further away from it's just going off. Yay. So, brain. Uh, well, let me see. What time is it? It's 3 o'clock. I guess it's probably about that time in Florida anyway, especially if you work as hard as you do, Todd. Hey, Ron. I'll be here a couple more minutes, but good to see you, anywho. And yeah, this is my trichocentrum I pointed that out already. That's got the growth coming out in there. So yeah, everything is looking nice. I'm very happy, very, very happy with the way things are. This is another something that I got. Are you guys talking the desert? I prefer, let me see, what do I prefer? I would have to say, Ghost Ranch, Abiquiu, New Mexico. Is that desert? Would you say that's desert? Nah, that's not really the desert. All right, that's my. Oh, hey there, Brian. Just saw you. Wow. I had to prop this thing up because it looked like the new growth had stalled. Maybe it was just kind of crunched under there. Yeah, I would say so. New Mexico. Uh, yeah, Abiquiu area, Ghost Ranch, that whole George O'Keeffe landscape. That's where I would say. I'm really liking this growth. I'm just pointing out these random things. This is something that Denise can attribute to. This is a Brassavola hybrid, and that is my Bepi Phoenix Kona. It's a pretty big plant, so it's still got a lot of growing to do. You did actually make the live. I am still live. And my Brassavolas are looking really nice with the roots coming out. A lot of these are species and primary hybrids. This is my Hawaiian leopard, Ming, whatever it is. You know what? Hawaiian leopard. Ming Ling, Hawaiian leopard Mei Ling. That's that. It's got that growth. I just counted. I have 500, exactly 500. So this is my subulatum, my cordata. That is a perennial that just is starting to put up new growth. That is my Martiana Brassavola, a species that with the new growth there. And back here are some hybrids. David Sander. That back there is Copper Queen. And this is where's the tag? Well, anyway, that doesn't have a tag. This one says, I think this is David. What is it? David somebody. So, oh, well, Denise, all of yours are in such good hands and they're looking beautiful and blooming. Look at mine. Mine are looking worn out. This is a plant that always struggles for me. The growths always get dark at the tips. That's my Sunny Delight times Richard Mueller. This is doing pretty okay. It's waking up. Finally, there's a new growth coming out down there, and there's a root there. Finally waking up. That's my species Flagellaris. And I know this one is a Hoku Gem. And it's got a little growth there. So yeah, you know, we'll see what happens. So far, the only Brassavola that's doing anything is my Golden Tang right here. And the people that I bought it from, well, I told that story, they don't think that I have Golden Tang. I was going to say, Todd, that was your count like 2 years ago. Because I think you've doubled your collection. But, you know, I give you the benefit of the doubt. When you can have them outside, hell, if I could put that in a tree, I would, and leave it out there all year. I would love to just strap these to a tree. Or just strap it to that post and just walk away. I would. Now, this is something that I'm really kind of excited about. This is because I'm excited for that growth, those roots, and that growth. I got the plant when it was like this, and so I mounted it on this chala that you can even see the old roots. I guess they're from that plant. I do clean my mounts off from most of them from old roots. Some might linger, but it's already taken to this mount, and I know I just got these on this mount, February, and that's my nodosa crossed with Guatemalensis. But I'm liking that nice growth. And even my Lindy is waking up. This is my Citrina, Encyclia citrina, still growing. But anyway, I don't think there's much else happening. Just a lot of growth, which I am well happy with. Oh, here's something. I will end on this. And this is my lovely and Eranthes grandiose shooting star with another possible flower to come. This is a cross between Eranthes ramosa and Eranthes grandiflora, hence grandiose. And there's another spike right there. So yeah, these don't like when it's 90 outside. I have to water them a couple times a day, as well as all of my mounts that are over there. And this spike is terminated. You can see it's brown. Oh, wow. Wow. Thanks for that. A super chat. I must be dreaming. I am not worthy. Well, thank you so much. This is the plant that I got from Odom's over before Christmas. There we go. Okay. See, that's what happens when they're in their place and you try to move them. But this has never bloomed for me. Well, I just got it before Christmas. Odom's Sunset. Looked really beautiful to me. And lo and behold, this spring when it came out, it put up that new growth. It's got the new growth right there. And it's got another growth around the back. Yeah, there's some nice growths coming up. Yeah, it's right there. And this is my golf green hair pig in the way. That is just now getting ready to get a repot because it's just starting to put up some roots, as is some of my plants that are more of a fall into winter bloomers. They're just starting to wake up. You can see all those growths and the roots that are just now coming out of the plant. So that's great. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it for anything. Yeah. But guys, I know this is already a blooming size plant, but if you see this available, this is a really nice encyclia to have. It's so uniquely fragrant. It doesn't seem to be the standard. Yeah, it's not. It's more like honeysuckle. Like when you pull the flower out. When I was a kid, we used to pull the flower out from the back of it and suck the pollen out of it, or the juice that's down in there, the nectar, and it's like very sweet. That's what this actually smells like, the flower and the nectar, exactly like that. But yeah, this is a really nice one. Encyclia rufally profuse, which is rufa, and profusa is fragrant, but it's more profuse, meaning that it gets a lot of flowers. Rufa is the fragrance. So, a lot of fragrance and a lot of flowers. So, anyway, and just a word if you ever see it. When to get. When to get. Yeah, Rufa hybrid. That's, yeah, honeysuckle. I would say honeysuckle. My honeysuckle isn't blooming right now, or else I would show it to you. Because I do have one on the other side of the hot tub over there. I ended up putting my it's a Vanda type that I got. I just sat it in this, what does she call them? Natalia, she calls these tacos, I think. Yeah, this is a taco. So it's just sitting in there bare root. I think it'll do much better here. I'll make sure that I get water to it. So, yeah. And so, yeah, folks, I am glad you all showed up. Thank you all for joining me, everyone for supporting me. Thanks for the super chat. I have to do something special. I will. I got things planned, so I really enjoy it. Hopefully, I'll have more. I need to go and get my Toshi Aoki. I left it at the office, and I'm not going to leave it there all weekend because it's so dry there. And I left it there, so I need to go get that before I forget about it. I don't want to spend another minute there, but I appreciate you all. I love you all, and have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow, most likely. So enjoy your weekend and your orchids. Bye.